Hello, and welcome to another Ask Us Anything Live with me, Kate R. for Intrepid English. So I am the senior teacher with Intrepid English, and every Friday I go live and I talk about a grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary point to help you in your English. The month of November, we have decided to be focusing and to help anyone who wants to improve their writing in the IELTS academic test. So every day we are going to publish a new short video, a new short lesson with excellent tips, examples, and help to help you improve your band score in your IELTS academic test. Now, I had recently a very, very good question about this, which is what I want to talk about today. And the question I had was, what's the difference between the IELTS and the TOEFL? And then I thought to myself, well, what an excellent way to also explain the difference between the IELTS, the TOEFL, and the TOEIC, and which one should you choose? So if you're planning to study, to work, or live in an English-speaking country, you've probably come across these three tests, IELTS, TOEFL, or TOEIC. But what's the difference between them? And how do you know which one is the right one for you? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain what each test focuses on and how to decide if it's the right one for you, because I will also explain who the tests are for, and so you can see which test will best match your goal. So, because it's the one that we're focusing on this month, let's start with the IELTS, which stands for International English Language Testing System, and it's probably the most widely recognized test around the world. And there are two versions of this test. There's the academic one for students who want to study in English-speaking university in an English-speaking country. And then there's the general one, which is for people moving abroad for work and will need the test for immigration purposes. The IELTS test tests all four skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And the speaking is with a real examiner, a real live person. So it's a real conversation with an actual person. So that's one of the reasons why many people like this test, because it feels more natural as it's more interactive. The scores range from band 1 to band 9. Now, universities often ask for a band of 6.5 or higher, and it's used so for universities, employers, and governments in the UK, Australia, Canada, and more in the US. So if you prefer face-to-face communication and real-life tasks, describing a graph or writing an essay, then IELTS might be perfect for you. Next up is TOEFL. Now, this is also more academic. So TOEFL stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language. And it is especially popular in the US. And it is accepted in many universities worldwide, but primarily in the US. So the TOEFL is done as an internet-based test, IBT, and focuses on academic English. So remember, the IELTS was academic English or general, but TOEFL is just academic English. So you'll hear lectures, read academic tests, and write essays. It is completely computer-based, even the speaking section. So you speak into the microphone instead of talking to a person. Now, the scores are done on a scale of 0 to 100. Most universities in the US ask for around 80 to 100 for admission. So if you're comfortable on the computer, you're comfortable typing, you're comfortable listening to lectures and doing everything online, and you're planning on going to a university in the US, the TOEFL is for you. Finally, there's the TOEIC, which I have taught so many times here in France because it's the test of English for international communication. And it is for business purposes, to prove your English in a professional setting. So it's used to measure how well you can communicate in English in the workplace. So in meetings, in emails, in conversations with your colleagues. Most typically, it is done as just listening and reading. But there is also a speaking and writing part that is possible to do. Their scores range from 10 to 990. Even me, when I did it so that I could become an expert in the TOEIC to teach it, I only got 990. because that's the maximum you can get. You can never get 1,000. And most companies often set their own requirements. Typically, it's 750, 800. 850 is a good score. If your goal is to improve your English for your career and work in an international company, then the TOEIC is the best test for you to prove your level of English. So which one should you choose? Well, just remember, if you are going to study in a university in the UK, Canada, or Australia, then it's the IELTS academic. If you are going to study at a university in the US, then it's the TOEFL. If you're planning on working or immigrating abroad, then IELTS General is the test for you. If you are planning to prove your English communication skills for your job or for your company, then you need to take the TOEIC. So I would love for you to tell me which test you think you are going to be doing now, what do you think you need, and if there's any way we can help you. And of course, if you are preparing for the IELTS academic, don't miss our IELTS academic writing challenge this month on the Intrepid English YouTube channel. Every day for 30 days, we are providing practical lessons in short videos to help you boost your score. So don't forget to like and subscribe to get more useful videos to help empower you in English. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week when I'm going to be talking about linking words, which is useful in all 4 tests. Have a wonderful weekend and see you next week.